It's really why we get into relationship and marriage. It just provides so much joy at the end of the day when you're on the same team with your person.
Yeah, we are intricately wired, Aaron, for community. So community with other men, to have great people in our life that are not just for us, but they'll help us correct when we need those moments. And then specifically in a romantic relationship and marriage, we are designed to be in a relationship or a marriage that we can count on. And where we're not hopping from relationship to relationship, from marriage to marriage to marriage, from business to business to business, because of how we feel.
So good.
So we've got a dependency on people, but we have to realize that it's got to be an effective dependency, which leads us into episode 26.
Yes. And the 3 saboteurs of effective emotional dependency is what we're going to be talking about today. So there's 3 things that are showing up in your relationship if you don't feel like you've got a healthy connection at home or any of your relationships, really. These 3 saboteurs we're going to break down to you, and then we're going to give you 3 very basic, tactical, practical how-tos to deepen your relationship with your person.
I love it.
Cool. Kick us off, my friend.
Let's dive in. So the first one, Aaron, that can show up inside of us is called a primal panic. Primal panic, which means it's innate and it's natural. And just because it can happen doesn't mean it has to take the wheel of the life that we're attempting to drive. So what a primal panic is, essentially, it's a built-in alarm system inside of us that creates the feeling of fear and then everything that can come along with that. So this leans really hard on attachment theory, which we've talked about in the past. Of course, you can go back to our previous podcast where we hit attachment theory pretty straight on and defined it really well. But this whole thought process leans on attachment theory, that our loved one's relationship that we're designed to have is designed to alleviate us from all of this.
Yes.
It's designed to alleviate us from all of this. And so when our person, our romantic partner, our spouse, is emotionally unavailable
or physically
unavailable, then we are forced to face our feelings, our circumstances, our situations on our own. And what this produces in us is a feeling of coldness in ourself and what we project. It produces the feeling of aloneness, which no one's designed to feel.
Sure.
Helplessness, anger, sadness, hurt, which all manifest themselves in types of fears. So essentially, it produces fear. And then the crazy thing about fear is that fear is fabricated, right? If a fear were literal, it's something that's already happened,
Sure.
right? The fears that we have in life are things that have not yet happened. Yet we've created a scenario in our brains and we act as if that's already happened, even though it hasn't. So it's just the power that we give fear. And it all comes from a primal panic.
And we'll quickly just glance over this, but when it comes to attachment theory, there are 3 types. There's a 4th type, but we'll just discuss the 3 because there's a good a metaphor behind them. But 3 types of attachments that show up inside of your relationship. There is the wave. This is a anxious attachment. It's constantly moving. You can't feel comfortable in your own skin. There's the island. This is the avoidant attachment where you're distancing, you're isolating. And then there is the secure. That's the anchor. So the anchor, the wave, and the island. These, and you can go a lot deeper, obviously, and check out our previous episode where we dove into this topic. But those attachment theories show up inside of your dynamic with your person. So be able to be conscious and aware of your own attachment theory, but also your partner's, so that you can support them, love them when you have physical or emotional distance.
Yeah, for sure. Because we talk about this all the time. It's not if, it's when life happens.